So, Casey, the request that I'm about to ask of you, please reply with OK or can I give the introduction for this one?
Go for it.
So I literally took a breath in to do my own introduction, which was going to be Night Wizard!
Night Wizard!
But Patience was way better, I can admit that. That was actually really, really good. Good job.
Thank you.
Alright, so Zero hyped this one up to hell and back. Thoughts, Zero?
I think that my idea for Night Wizard is much better than theirs. So I'm going to steal their name and then make it something else.
His nemesis, Might Lizard.
Fight Gizzard.
Spike Blizzard. That's pretty much all the words that rhyme with wizard, unfortunately. I looked it up. So, yeah.
Blizzard.
All we got left is slant rhymes, and that's not as fun.
Yeah. Slant rhymes suck. So, this show is dull. I'm gonna come out and say it. This show is pretty dull.
This is the first show in months that I've watched on double speed. After 5 minutes, I couldn't take it anymore. This is so boring.
On the one
So
hand,
boring.
I keep forgetting that that exists, but on the other, it feels like cheating. So, yeah, it's really dull and very tropey. So there's a princess or something, and she says the thing the patient said to a dude and forces him to do things without actually making any requests. She says, hey, this request, I need you to say yes, and doesn't make a request and just drops him in a place. That's not how requests work. Even if you are forcing someone to say yes.
I pretty rapidly grew to hate that character. I don't know why this bothered me so much.
It might be the part where he would probably have said yes anyway if she had just been a normal person. So he gets dropped into a place and smash cut to the place where he's about to get dropped into, and there is a girl, and the narration is going over the top of it. There's a girl and there's skeleton warriors. Skeleton warriors. And the narration is going, these creatures that I forget the name of that I don't care. Science, the fruits of scientific discovery are worthless against them. It says before she summons a giant fucking gun with a giant bullet.
Like handheld artillery size.
Yeah.
No, it's a broom, though.
Mixed messages, show. Little bit. Little bit.
Oh. See, he's not a wizard. They're not wizards of the night. It's not even the real night. It's some special persona night.
So she shoots her artillery spell, and it blows some dudes up, and then this dude shows up, and he's got a fucking sword, which, if there are artillery spells, he should probably just be using artillery spells. See, this is the problem that comes in, that the science doesn't work thing is supposed to solve that lets you use swords and bullshit like that. But then they use the gun that fires artillery, so it's entirely fucking pointless. So, he starts chopping dudes up, and okay, fine. Back to the real world.
Okay, so when people sword fight in anime, they have this fighting style that is kind of specific to anime, where when they slash, it feels like the sword, or looks like the sword is weightless. So the slash is very fast. In real life, swords are heavy.
Yeah.
And it's slow. Combat
Yep.
is very slow, comparatively. And in this anime, it seems like they went with the slow approach. It was kind of weird, and it was to the show's detriment. It just made the combat look boring.
It's not even slow. It looks like whenever he hits something, it just bounces off. It doesn't actually look like it's doing damage.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It just there's no satisfying hit to his actual swings. It's just boring.
So in the real world, school is happening. There is a new student. She is wearing the wrong school uniform because she needs to look like a main character. And everyone likes her immediately for reasons because she's a girl and cute, I guess, is the intention. And everyone wants her to join their club. Montage, fucking model building, wrestling, the other one, I don't care. And then there's a girl in a Miko outfit because she also needs to look like a main character. And she insists that this new girl should join the astronomy club, and she does. Yay! And they sit down for tea because the club was about to get shut down if there weren't new members, because that's a trope.
Do they actually say that?
Yes.
Yes.
Why do they keep using that trope? It's so bad.
We are desperate for people. Please join us. Everyone is dying. It is awful.
And then the Miko girl goes, hey, I can't wait for you to meet Hiragi, I think his name was. He's super cool. He is my Osana Najimi. Because we need that trope as well. That's really important too.
They say the word childhood friend 8 times in the series of the next 30 seconds.
Yeah. So, smash cut to him trying to get to school again, and a limo pulls up in front of him, and the girl says the thing that Patient said at the start of the episode, and he gets dragged off in the rocket limo that is a rocket limo, apparently. He fights other things. Cool. And then school's over, everyone goes home, everyone's at home and doing their home things, and the transfer student girl is like talking to her departed uncle, I believe, is a thing she's been doing through the episode.
Not quite, if I may.
Okay.
She's an orphan who has a wealthy benefactor who has been providing for her to help her get on with her life. Calls him uncle. They're supposed to meet in person on her 17th birthday. She talks to a bowl of white roses that he presumably sent her every night, just as a looking forward to when they can meet in person. Something like that.
Okay, that's creepy than I thought it was. So, there is a red moon, and the villains are doing a thing, and she sees it, and she gets glowy eye in one eye. And sort of like a hypnotism thing, and she sort of sleepwalks, so to speak, out into the streets, and the Miko girl sees the red moon, is like, a red moon, and runs off to the tree that they talked about earlier in the episode. There's like a wishing tree, yada yada, you confess love, and yada yada, you know the fucking drill. And the two girls meet under the tree, and transfer student girl does a thing, and then there's an orange ball. I'm not gonna fucking deal with the details. And of course the tree's a fucking cherry tree. Even though it looked dead, it's now a cherry tree because of course it's a fucking cherry tree because it's fucking anime. I got more annoyed as this episode went on, by the way. I don't know what
Anime.
So yep, that happens, and then the red moon thing gets worse, and then there is a monster that is supposed to be a manticore, but they don't know what a fucking manticore is. And Miko girl tries to fight it off and doesn't do very well. And then Hiragi the savior shows up, and he does way better and kills it in one move that he could have done at any point, but decides to fight it for 5 minutes anyway. And then the orange ball thing does a thing, and it makes everything better. Who cares? The episode's pretty much over. Oh, and the princess girl that demands favors is like, hey, I need you to do a favor for me, and you say yes, you motherfucker. Get the fuck
This was the most horrendously anime we've seen in a while. It feels, anyway. It's just so generic and boring.
Anime.
I personally didn't find it that bad. Nothing stood out to me, but I didn't think it was bad for what it was.
That's why I don't like it. It nothing stood out exactly.
It's
It was
middle of the road and boring. So yeah.
It's aggressively so, is the problem. It's, okay, there's a list of tropes we need to go down, so bing, 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 cherry tree, bing, childhood friend, bing, reluctant hero, bing. Down the fucking list.
There's Matt from the Two Best Friends really nailed it. It's like he doesn't ever want to watch a 5. He'd rather watch a 2 or an 8. It's just 5 is terrible. At least 2 has value in the fact that it's terrible. But yeah.
Especially for a review show like this where we pick things apart. Like, a 2 gives us things to comment on and say, okay, this was shit because this kind of thing. This is kind of like that, but not in a way that we can actually comment much on. Like you say, there was nothing aggressively bad, there was nothing aggressively good, it didn't do anything unique, it didn't do anything particularly worthwhile beyond just running through the same tired tropes we see in 95% of fucking anime.
Time to go make the new Night Wizard.
I mean, I'm fairly certain that would be illegal, but go for it. I don't think anyone's going to defend this legally.
This looked like it had a fan sub, so maybe it didn't have distribution rights in America, which means it doesn't have a copyright in America, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, we don't know.
You can hope, Zero. Look into
I
it.
will change the name slightly if it comes down to it.
Yeah, but there's only 4 words that rhyme with wizard, so you're gonna change that bit then to something else? Something easier to rhyme, perhaps?
Night Lizard?
That's not easy. That's the exact opposite of what I just said, but okay.
Hey man, I'll figure it out.
Alright, you work on that.
Coming up next time, Blizzard Wizard. I rolled for a new anime already.
Okay, cool.
19.
19, that's, was that RST, I believe?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. T, yes.
Let's see here.
Oh, sorry.
One,
T! There you go.
I was wondering. 121.
Number 79.
79. Let's take a look. 2, 3. Oh dear. The winner this week is To Be Here.
To be hero, not to be heroine.
Yes.
To Be Hero. Oh! This one is really stupid. I love it.
That guy looks like Fat Usopp from Before the Time Skip.
To Be Hero is a extremely weird, random, and to be honest, it gets bad. But at the very least, it has an interesting premise.
Can you
What is this? I'm looking at the summary. This.
Osan, Pops, is a handsome yet undisciplined man and a divorced father who has a job as a toilet seat designer. He lives with his daughter Min-chan, who excels in both academics and sports. One day, while on the toilet, Osan is sucked into it and becomes a hero charged with protecting the world. In exchange, he transforms from his handsome form into a chubby appearance. Osan's fight to save the world and protect Min-chan begins.
I mean...
What?
Okay. First things first. Toilet seat designer in Japan is a very impressive job. They have some crazy shit going on in that industry in that country. Okay? Let's put that out front. That guy has a cool job. I apologize for the crazy shit pun. I didn't realize until just now. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, it is a crazy show that is somewhat nonsensical. So
I feel like you talked about this before, Zero.
I did
Yeah.
specifically talk about it. I actually was talking about it, and also there's going to be a season 2.
Did you say somewhat nonsensical?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I mean, I saw the narrative through line in that. Sells toilet seats, but he gets isekai'd without being isekai'd, and he has superpowers now. But he's also
and
ugly.
also, now he goes from being handsome to being a chubby guy with the power to fight villains, and his daughter doesn't recognize him anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Let's just watch this one. This one's gonna be fun.
I am looking forward to it.
Anyways, I guess that's it for this episode.
Cool.
Yep, just another boring 5.
Bye, everyone.
A hard pass.
This must have been the work of Spike Blizzard.
Night Wizard!
I hate both of you.